What's going on, guys? My name's Kyle, and today's video is going to be about how to make money online using retail arbitrage. So retail arbitrage basically means you're going online looking for deals or clearance sales and then buying that product and then relisting it on Amazon and listing it at just below the full price that it's going for on Amazon. So there's a couple of different ways you can do this. The first way is going into stores in your community, looking at clearance items, and then searching them up and seeing what they're going for on Amazon, and then seeing if you can find products that have a good profit margin for you, and then sign them on Amazon that way. But the issue with that is that you have to go drive around, you have to go take a bunch of time to look for those things. So the goal is to find a way to do this from home, and so that's what I'm going to show you today. So a great site that I've found for finding good deals on products is slickdeals.net. So I stumbled upon this the past week or two, and basically what they have is a bunch of deals and coupons that they give you for a bunch of random different products. So when you first pull up the page, it has featured deals, which are usually really good. You can also go and just look at different niches, health and beauty, cameras, tech, computers, stuff like that. One thing to be aware of is that when you're buying these, a lot of times some big brands won't allow you to sell the item as new, even though you're buying it new. So what you'll end up doing is buying it new and then selling it as a like new used item, but we'll get into that after we find our product to sell. So first thing we're going to do is we come up to this page. The first thing that catches my eyes are these nice JBL headphones. They're going from $45 and free shipping. So we'll click on that and check them out. So the page will load up. It doesn't tell you how much they usually go for. It just says that there's a good deal. So we're like, okay, this looks pretty good. What we can do is copy and paste the title, go into Amazon. Now, once we're in Amazon, we're going to copy and paste that title into the search bar, look it up, and then immediately we can see that the JBL Everest 300 wireless Bluetooth is right here. We'll click on that, and it looks like they're going for $138, and there's only one left in stock. So immediately we're going to go down and click on the used and new. There's 10 available in the used and new, and then we'll look at how much they're selling for generally. So used good. So the cheapest used like new is going for $90. So you can expect to sell it for that price, unless that's the exact same price as the new, just completely new from the manufacturer. Then obviously you would have to go below that because people would rather just get straight from the manufacturer instead of you. But so $90, and we go back and we can look, and it's going for $45. So it's 50% off on the website with free shipping. So this is a great deal on the surface. Now we have this all set up, but we want to make sure that it'll actually sell once we buy this product. Sometimes things will be heavily discounted for a reason, because maybe the product is not doing well, people aren't buying it. So we want to make sure that there's people buying the product. And the way that we do that is we go back to the product main page, and we're going to scroll down to the product information. And so in the product information right here, you'll see that it has a lot of information about the product, but the most important thing that we care about is the bestseller rank. So generally, if it's the lower the bestseller rank, the quicker it's going to sell. Usually when you're looking, you want the category that it's in, you want it to be under 10,000, and then generally you'll be able to sell that relatively quickly once you get the product in. If it's, of course, if it's, in the top 100 or top 1,000, it's going to sell very quickly and it'll do very well. So we look here at bestseller rank, and it's $924 in on-ear headphones. And then these other ones are different categories, but I mean, it's generally pretty decent. I mean, even if it's 30,000, obviously that's still pretty high, but it still has some type of sales. It's doing decently well. We could even, if we wanted to, just open up Jungle Scout and just see if they have any information on it and how much they are selling. So in this specific case, Jungle Scout doesn't have any information on it, but sometimes they'll have, you know, kind of an estimate on how much they're selling per month. But even if they're selling, you know, 10 a month in this case, if we're the cheapest seller price, we'll probably get that sale. So this overall is a very good product. So we can go back and then click on see deal on the Slick Deals, and it'll pop open the page. This is JBL.com, and they're heavily discounting it. You can see here they go for new $149, and we're saving $105 on this specific headset. So we'll get this. It's free shipping to us. Once we receive this item, we're going to go to the Amazon page, click on the used and new, and then click on the top left up here. It's kind of small, a lot of people will miss it, and it says have one to sell. So we'll click. So now that we're on this page, for after we clicked on have one to sell, the condition and everything else pops up on the page. So we can go ahead and click on the condition. We can do one of these. Now if we're buying it new, I would say click on used like new. You can see that they don't even allow you to click on selling it as new because we're not authorized to sell JBL products as a new product because we're not a official reseller, but we can sell it as a used good, used like new, and then quantity, however many you bought. Now this is something that you could definitely like scale up. So for example, if you're confident that you found a good deal, you could buy 20 of these, or however much money you have to invest in it. Let's say you buy 20, and you can put 20 there. I'll just put one. But let's say you buy 20, you could order them all from the website and then ship them. You'd scroll down here, you know, choose your price. Let's say we're going to sell it for 90, and then we would ship them to Amazon by clicking this I want Amazon to ship and provide customer service for my items if it sells. So basically what that means is that instead of you personally sending out that item once someone buys it on Amazon and having to, you know, constantly check to see if someone's bought it yet, what you can do is send the product once it gets to you. Just print out a label that they'll give you. It's relatively cheap because Amazon has great shipping deals through their you know, UPS and postal service providers. So it'll be a lot cheaper than if you were to go out and buy it. You get shipping through them. You send the products to the Amazon warehouse, and then once they're at the Amazon warehouse, Amazon basically takes it from there. So they will distribute your product to, you know, depending on what they think, they'll put it to a warehouse that's maybe in a more central location or where they think people will buy it, so it's cheaper for them to ship it. And then if someone buys it, they'll immediately ship it using their 2-day Prime shipping. And so that's another huge benefit of sending the products into Amazon rather than shipping it yourself, is that people are going to be like, they're going to want to buy products that have Amazon Prime because first of all, it looks more official, because when you're looking at it, a lot of people just think that if it's Amazon Prime, it's sold by Amazon, when in reality, it's sold by you, but you're just using their shipping service. And number two, you don't have to worry about the logistics of sending, you know, the item and getting quick shipping. You can have Amazon's 2-day shipping, and that's it. You don't have to worry about, let's say I live in Southern California, and this happened to me before where I didn't send in my product. Someone bought it from New York, and shipping was extremely expensive. It was like $30 to ship a small book over to New York. And so that can eat into your margins tremendously, but if you ship it with Amazon's you know, partners, it's a lot cheaper, and you'll get more money in your pocket. So that shipping cost, they'll tell you on here, but it's usually not too much. So we're buying the product for $45. Then we pay the $10 or whatever it ends up being, $15, let's say, in Amazon fees. So that's 45 plus 15, $60, and then we sell it for 90 or whatever your product is, and then you get the profit from that. So that's about $30. And so the work for you really isn't that much, other than you have your money tied up in a product while it's sitting waiting to be, while it's shipping, and then when someone buys it. But $30 per product for these, that's a pretty big markup for you to be getting as a seller. Some of these are even more ludicrous than that. I know a lot of small items that you find in clearance or certain deals, maybe you're buying them for $1 and they're selling for 20. And they're smaller items, so like shipping is really inexpensive. And if you buy a ton of them, if they're only like a few bucks, you buy like 100 of them, and then you just keep selling them online. That's definitely a great way to make some money. It's not necessarily completely autonomous because you only have as much inventory as you bought for that deal, and a lot of times these deals are only short term. But this is a great way for you to build up some money, to move on from this retail arbitrage business model to a more sustainable business model using Amazon FBA private labeling, which is when you have basically your own products that you have your own private label on, or your business logos on, and you're selling on Amazon, and that way you can just order straight from your suppliers in China as much inventory as you want, and you're not relying on these deals coming up. But the deals are a great way to get started, kind of introduced to the whole e-commerce world, and even if you're not interested in that, it's a great way to make a couple bucks, with really not that much work. This slickdeals.net site, I've noticed, has a lot of good deals. I'm sure there's a bunch of other coupon sites online, so you'll have to look around for that. This is the one that I've seen that has like the craziest deals in my opinion. But I hope you guys are able to gain some benefit from this video. Go out and look for those deals on those deals websites, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.